Today I've got football training in the morning and I want to show you what I do before training and after training. So right now it's just after 7 AM. I always like to get up about 6 AM or 7 AM every morning, and what I'll do is I'll read and have a coffee for the first 30 minutes of the day, and that allows me to set myself up, my body, my mind, for the day ahead. So this morning, double espresso, always double, and I'm reading this book here called The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. There's some good things in it. I do like to read kind of psychology books. So just get my shake ready. The world famous shake. So we've got oat milk, vanilla protein, frozen berries, banana, Greek yogurt, and some honey. And then this is what I'm going to use after training. So I use these, kind of during training and after training. These are electrolyte tablets. Basically replace any of the salts that I lose. I'm also going to take a second protein shake for after training. And these also multivitamins, omega-3 fish oils for morning routine as well. Because my football training is at 10:30, at about 8:30 I'm also going to have a bagel today with some Nutella on it, because I love Nutella. And I always aim to eat 2 hours before the session, before the training session. Gives me time for my body to digest the food. Post-training shake, preparation is key. There we have it, famous shake. Fish oils, multivitamins as well. So now, just packing my stuff up to head to the gym. So I'm heading to my home gym just now, back at my parents' place, about that during lockdown. So I always go there before training. I like to do a bit. So I'm packing my boots, foam roller, massage gun, band and a hockey ball, and then I'll throw these in as well. And I'm also going to tell you how I ended up with these specs, these glasses. Let's go. Well, this works. I've got it balanced on the dashboard. 8 weeks ago, 8.5 weeks ago, I fractured my eye socket. So I don't know if you can still see it. Just there might be a little scar you can see. I ended up getting surgery. Party Thistle striker, jumped up, elbowed me in the eye, meant it. He completely meant it. It was a shocker of a tackle, to be honest. And ended up a bit of the contents of my eye dropped down into my sinuses. Couldn't blow my nose. I was a wee bit kind of concussed as well. Had to get surgery. So surgeon at Queen Elizabeth Hospital, Dr. Larrabee, did a brilliant job. Within 8 weeks I'm back playing, I'm back training now. This week is my first week back. Pretty much I missed 1 week in pre-season, so I'm straight back in again, which is excellent. Essentially, so the reason I got the glasses, I've missed out the point, was because I was getting my eyes tested, throughout the full kind of surgery process. And the ophthalmologist said to me, listen, do you have glasses? And I said no. I said, no, I don't have glasses. She said, go and get yourself a pair of glasses. I think I'll probably try and get some contacts for football, because obviously I can't wear these, but seriously I keep walking about and I'm doing this because when I put these on, everything is crystal clear. It's amazing. So if you can see kind of like hazy blurriness, go and get your eyes tested, because honestly it will change your life. I was getting a bit of stick on one of the TikToks I made recently, saying like, what are you doing, why are you doing all this, part-time player, blah blah blah, and I said, listen, I would do all this stuff meticulously, even if I wasn't a footballer. I like looking after my body, I like stretching, I like doing weights, I like running, I like eating well, I like sleeping well. I think if you're a part-time footballer or an aspiring football player, you need to think outside the box and not just think about the training itself, the football training itself. Think about what else you can be doing to put yourself and your body, your mind in optimal condition. Pre-training, typically I'm going to start with mobility, so full body mobility. I'm then going to do some PREHAB / injury prevention and work on areas where I've had issues in the past, so like ankles, knees. This is one of my favourites. Sole of the foot, relax it off, helps the hammy, helps the calves. So generally when I'm doing my mobility, I like to just work from toe all the way up, full body. I'm going to do some prehab now / injury prevention. Recently I've been getting a bit of ankle impingement, so I kind of nippy feeling at the front of my ankle, so I like to use this band, wrap it around the ankle, anchor it to something, and then just do knee to wall like this, and you keep the heel on the ground. This kind of activates but also strengthens the hamstring. It's called Swiss ball rollouts. I am just heading off to training, but first of all, there's one stop that I have to make. Can I get an Americano, please?
Sure, Nels.
That's all, thanks.
Next window, cheers.
Yeah. I do love McDonald's coffee. In particular though, because you get the stickers and then you get a free one after 6. Look at this. That is a high quality coffee right there. On my way to training, I want to talk to you about 3 things. Generally, in football and life, high standards are key. When it comes to football, high standards, I like to focus on, obviously, football training, my fitness, my nutrition, my sleep, what I'm drinking, how I'm recovering, mobility, working in the pool. And to be honest with you, for me the best thing you can do is live it as a lifestyle rather than seeing it as something you have to do. Adapt, adjust your lifestyle so that everything you do is geared towards performance. And the thing is, I think it's important, not because obviously you want to play well at football, but if you live a life like an athlete, you're going to put your body and mind in really, really top condition, because at the end of the day, the way athletes live, they live so they can put their body and mind in top condition so they can perform. But imagine you as a person put your mind and body in the optimal position to perform. It doesn't have to be just at football, it can be at school, it can be your personal life, your social life, your professional life. Now, second of all, systems. Now, systems are things, to me, they're things I put in place to allow me to maintain high standards. So, for example, one of the systems that I live by is planning. Daily planning, weekly planning. So on maybe Friday night or Sunday night, at the end of a week, I will plan the next week out. Obviously things pop up, emergencies, things you can't control, so you have to leave room for those things as well. But generally, Monday to Sunday, Monday to Friday, I will try and write down all the things I have on, all the things I need to do, all the things I want to do. And then on top of that, I will also do, every night I'll do a daily plan for the next day. And this is another system which allows me, as soon as I wake up, I know what I need to do. It stops procrastination, it keeps me committed, and allows me to maintain the high standards. And the third thing is motivation. So a lot of people do ask me about motivation and how I stay motivated and how I, do things daily and consistently. And yes, obviously when you're motivated, you've got that burning feeling inside your belly, and it pushes you to do certain things. But when that dies down, how can you stay committed? How can you keep going when you have no motivation? And for me, it's systems. It's having systems in place, routines in place that allow you to do the things you need to get done. And that's it. 3 things that I think are key to footballers, to athletes, to anyone really. If you want to perform in life, if you want to excel, if you want to succeed, if you're ambitious, having high standards, having systems in place will allow you to really excel and develop yourself as a person. And that's it. That is it. Pretty much that's all I've got to say. That's today's lecture over. I'm going to head to training. We're going to probably do a bit of running because it is pre-season. We'll probably do some football stuff. I'm then going to stay on at the end and do some extra technical stuff. This is something that I do like doing, especially when you're morning training, because sometimes if you're training late at night to stay on extra, you end up maybe cutting into your sleep, sacrificing a bit of your sleep. So today, so morning sessions, I'm going to do a bit extra, maybe some crossing, some technical stuff. So that's the plan, and then I'm going to head home, get showered, get my lunch, and probably do a bit of work. So right now I'm working on player programs for football players. So I've arrived at training. Here we are, the Pennycar Stadium. training's done, I ended up getting some pasta after training from the club, which was good. So I'm going to have a little protein shake here, get home, get a shower, and then get on with some work. Had my lunch, had my shower. I'm now ready to get on with some of the projects, some of the work that I do away from football. So one of the things I'm working on right now is a player programme. So football fitness, general fitness, gym work, injury prevention, mobility, nutrition and accessory stuff. So essentially everything I've learned over the years from playing football, I've put together into this package, and it's online. And my aim, my goal is by the time you finish working with me, you don't need me anymore. Today is the last 16 of the Euros, so I'm going to be heading out with some mates to watch that as well. And that is pretty much a kind of morning in the life of a football player. If you were a professional footballer, that's what you would be doing. And it's important as well that if you are aspiring to be a football player, you look after all the aspects that I've kind of gone through this morning, and don't just think it's just what you do on the pitch, it's off the pitch as well.